Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's a session after lunch, so I just want to check whether everyone is awake or not. How many of you are doing yoga? Please raise the hands. I can see very few hands in the public. That's okay. Pardon? Yeah. First of all, I would like to thank IMA Kottayam and Kerala's community for giving me this opportunity to talk about flexibility and balancing. I am really grateful and humble to be part of this first fitness conference. So, staying agile, flexibility, balancing, these all are different words for yoga. What is yoga? Yoga is peaceful harmony. It is not a workout, it is work in. You have to work towards your awareness. You have to focus on your asanas. And here, how you will overcome your fear and you will move towards the advanced asanas. The journey of Yogasana started in COVID era when my outdoor activities were restricted. And this is how I started focusing and with consistency and persistent. Now trying to do different kind of advanced yoga. So how to move on this? Just to begin, I'll try to explain some physiology, importance of yoga and few videos for preparatory poses and few funky asanas done by me. So stay tuned. So what exercises are recommended for flexibility and balancing? Since morning we are listening about the different pillars of the health, nutrition, that is diet, different kind of exercises, all heavy workouts, heat exercises and all running, cycling, swimming, and all these exercises will have some and other impact on your muscles and joints. Also, we have seen the importance of sleep. We are going to hear it more detail in another lecture. And the stress management, very best elaborated by Dr. Thomas. So, flexibility, we have to focus again on all these parameters. Stretching, joint mobility, how to increase the range of movement, soft tissue release. We know the different techniques of soft tissue release like foam rolling, muscle scraping, muscle massagers and all, and strength training. So I'm not going in much detail about all the three different lower three. Stretching will be my main point today. Joint mobilization definitely helps to relieve stiffness, improve joint mobility and increase the range of movement. Myofascial release, just I explained, will also help to release the tension in the muscle and fascia. And strength training, this will definitely improve to deepen your practice of yoga. So what kind of stretching I am talking again and again? We all know about the stretch reflex. Muscles are usually inflexible, that are inflexible tire more quickly and causing opposite group of muscle work harder. These muscle fatigues leads to different muscular injuries and inability of the muscles to protect joints from severe injuries. You know, when you go to physio, always any joint pain, they will ask you to strengthen the muscles around them. So strengthening of muscles is very important. As we see, quadriceps play important role in stabilizing knee joint. Otherwise, ligamental injuries will be evident. Decreased flexibility may also lead to abnormal stress on distant structures like patient with a plantar fasciitis might come up with a heel pain, but the actual problem might lie somewhere at distant places like a tight hamstring or tight glutes. So stretching, flexibility, increasing range of movement plays important role to have unrestricted pain-free range of motion. Here we have to work on capacity of these structures, lengthen them, to stretch them, and to contract without limitations. From the movement of ouch, aha to aha. So mechanism of stretching. We all know that muscle works with a spindle. Muscle spindle consists of sarcomeres. And when the actin myosin filaments overlap, it causes contraction. When the overlapping decreases, it causes relaxation. So when the sarcomere lines up, that later comes connective tissue and all the collagen fibers take over. And this is how you deepen your stretching. Main proprioceptors present in our muscles and tendon. The muscle fiber contains muscle spindle and tendon contains Golgi tendon organs. So what this muscle spindle does? When muscle is stretched, this muscle consists of contractile fibers and some intrafusal sensory fibers. These sensory fibers will sense the position of your muscle and it will sense signal to your spinal cord, somatosensory area or cerebellum. And from there, efferent nerves will come to the two muscles, the agonist muscle and antagonist muscle. This will help to facilitate, to increase the stretch of agonist muscle and simultaneously it will relax your antagonist muscle. This is called as reciprocal inhibition. And Golgi tendon organs, there are thousands of Golgi tendon organs in the tendons and these acts as a protective mechanisms. So it senses muscle stretch and it sends signal again from the spinal cord to the same muscle and this we call as autogenic inhibition, in which it will reduce stretch of the agonist muscle, same muscle. And these both reflexes are our protective reflexes, natural reflexes that are present in our body. In yoga, with the practice, with the consistency, we dampen these reflexes and we train our brain to learn new stretch, new position of muscles and joints. This is how flexibility is increased. So one of the reasons for holding stretch for a prolonged period of time is that you have to hold that muscle in stretch position and let the neural and mechanical adaptations occur in our body. So it's not the muscle tightness that is preventing you from stretching. These are our neural mechanisms and mechanical mechanisms. So gradually you train to stretch receptors, you will allow a greater lengthening of your muscles. There are three types of stretching: static stretching, dynamic stretching and PNFS. PNFS is used in rehabilitation by physiotherapists very commonly. Dynamic stretching, we all know, these are the warm-up exercises usually done in standing position. These are bouncing and successive repetitive movements. In static position, you can hold the muscle in the same posture in contractile state for 15 seconds, 30 seconds or 60 seconds. And PNFS, that is proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, it will help like a contraction and relaxation of muscle. So let's go shortly in what is all these things. Static stretching. I won't go in much detail again, but this will help you to improve your postural awareness and body posture. This way, increasing the circulation, which will decrease recovery period after exercise, thus enhancing your athletic performance and overall quality of life. Usually for general fitness, 15-second hold is enough. For older, you might need longer holding, and younger generation are much adaptive for increasing flexibility. What is dynamic stretching? Dynamic stretching usually elevates your core body temperature. It accelerates energy production and thus helps to restore your physical functions and flexibility. This will also help to improve neuromuscular control through repetitive movement like speed, motor control and muscle compliance. Again helping to improve your performance by speed and strength. Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. This stretching is more theoretical. You need to go in much detail. I'll just have a highlights. Three kind of techniques can be used in this: hold and relax, contract and relax, hold, relax, contract, agonist. So this is so confusing. Static exercises, dynamic exercises, PNFS. So exactly what you have to do. how many sets, how many reps, how much time you should spend for increasing your flexibility. So it is recommended in PNFS that even if you contract your muscle for 6 seconds, then relax for 6 seconds and take a break of 60 seconds. You can do this in the sets of 2 to 4 and repeat this 3 times. You have to apply only 70% of your energy for contracting that muscle. So over the period of time, you will see the improvement with your passive range. And with the improvement with passive range, you can then apply contract active range and contract passive range. What is active and passive range? When we go for active stretching, it is you are stretching yourself. You are going towards the end of the range of movement. And for passive stretching, you are taking help of partner or different props that will help you to increase passive stretching. So again, coming towards the yoga, whenever you are doing any kind of exercise in yoga, you have to keep in mind all these things: alignment of the shoulder, alignment of the pelvis, stabilization of the joints, intensity of the exercise, duration, speed, frequency, and mode of stretch. These all will help you to go in different asanas. There are a lot of yoga poses. You can go for sun salutation, moon salutation, earth. There is yoga of both kind, slow flow. Also, it is kind of a cardio flow. Depending on the different postures and different holdings, it is divided in different types. Yoga is a traditional and it has been in our India since years. Now it is practiced more in Western countries than our Indian country. This is what my experience is. So you can go for any kind of yoga, mix exercises, using different kind of yoga on different days will help you to open up more. Again, along with the type of yoga, there are yoga for different kind of body parts: upper body, lower body, core, back, arm opening, hamstring exercises, quadricep exercises and all. And this will help you to stretch different muscle groups. Ashtanga yoga is the most commonly and I like this kind of series a lot. Ashtanga is again a single series, takes 1.5 hours to 1 hour 15 minutes for a primary series. It is divided into 3 series again: primary, intermediate and advanced. And advanced one is divided into 4 series. These are fast-paced, vigorous, challenging asanas with synchronizing breath and asanas. If you can see, there are multiple asanas and all these asanas you have to perform in 1 hour 15 minutes to 30 minutes period, along with the breathing, synchronizing with the breathing. You have to focus on your eye focus. Where should be the position of your eyeballs when you are doing asanas? There are different positions, like you can see between the eyebrows, you can see at the nasal tip, you can see at the navel or the feet, depending on what asanas you are doing. Again, breath plays very important role. Pranayam itself is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. Yoga are having 8 limbs like a yam, niyam, pranayam, asanas. This is what we all know. And beyond this is what we discuss now: meditation, sadhana, pratyahara and all. So, breath, steady inhalation and exhalations are very important. And bandhas, you have to focus on different bandhas to have a proper asanas. So, preparatory process, breathing and props, these are the important things. Preparatory process means if you want to go into any asana, you have to learn it step by step and then move to the final pose. Breath is like water, breath is to the yoga like water is to the fish. As a general rule of thumb, try to exhale whenever you bend forward in asanas and try to inhale, open up your chest while doing upward asanas. This kind of breathing will help you to improve your practice, along with this to reduce your stress. Like a Ujjaini Pranayam. Ujjaini Pranayam, it is called as victorious breath. In here, you have to inhale and exhale from the throat without creating any kind of noise. Nadi Shodhana is a alternate nostril breathing. Inhale from left, exhale from right, inhale from right, exhale from left. And again the deep yogic breathing, like 4 inhalation, 7 hold, 8 exhalation. All box breathing. Here 4 inhalation, 4 hold, 4 exhalation and 4-second hold. There are so many other types of pranayama. What kind of props you can use to deepen the practice of asanas? So here are a few examples that I have done. You can go for stick, wheel, chair, yoga block, belt or slings to deepen your posture, to increase the range of motion. Some of asanas that you should try to incorporate in your daily practice are Dhanurasana, Chakrasana, Halasana, Paschimottanasana, headstand, twisting asanas. This name might be new for those who are not doing asanas regularly. So here I am predicting some videos. This is like we call extended hand to toe, big toe pose. I have short video clips. So these asanas will help to improve your lower limb flexibility. It will work on your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings. And this is how your strong muscles will help you to hold position for long time. In this wide leg forward bending, you can go towards the flexibility of your glutes, back and all. Again, breathing plays important role. At each asana, if you are reaching at the maximum flexibility, relax, take deep hold and again deepen your practice. This way you will go beyond your practice and the stretch reflex that we discussed. Here the brain will judge the new position and it will help you to achieve further progress. Now like if you want to learn Bakasana, in this posture, this way you can lift single leg and try to balance it. Once you are sure about balancing with a single leg, you can try to lift your both legs. You can keep pillow in front of your head to avoid the fear of falling on the face. Once you learn basic Bakasana, then you can move towards the advanced asanas like flying crow pose. Here you have to balance on your single leg and try to extend your another leg. This is called Bal Kakasana. This is a more simpler version of Balasana, Kakasana. Now Dhanurasana. If you want to learn Dhanurasana, here this is very good for your lower back pain. Those who are suffering from lower back pain, they should definitely go towards such kind of exercises. So this is we call Bhujangasana, just lifting the upper part of body. As I said, you have to inhale when you are lifting up and exhale when you are going down. And once you are able to do that, try to lift lower body first, then try to hold your legs and lift only upper body. Once you are able to achieve this strength of holding just lower body and later just upper body, then try to take a bow, hold upper and lower body together. And in advanced asana, you can even twist your shoulders. You can move your shoulders around to get the position of Purna Dhanurasana. So here your back muscles are working, your leg muscles are working, your shoulder, chest muscle, everything is putting its efforts to get into the posture. So yoga asana is not that easy. Definitely strength plays important role. Focus and concentrations also. Again, chakrasana. If you want to go into chakrasana, we call it as a wheel pose. This is the bridge pose. First try to lift your bridge. Do repetitive movements. Good warm up and preparatory exercises are very important. This is what commonly everyone does. But ideal chakrasana is moving forward. You have to move your chest towards the wall and try to open up your upper body. You can lift your legs to deepen the practice of asana. Here I try to move still further. And this is the final chakrasana pose. I'll just take another 2 minutes. So here I have deepen the practice by stretching my upper body towards the wall and straightening my legs. So proper lumbar, thoracic and cervical back bending is seen. Sarvangasana. Now in this video, there are 5 kind of asanas. This is a basic Sarvangasana. We call it as a shoulder stand. Then if you are not able to reach directly down to the ground, I have shown the 3 stages. Try to reach wherever you can and then keep aim of touching your feet, your toes to the ground. You can go into Karna Pidasana or you can go to Urdhva Padmasana. Urdhva Padmasana is taking Padmasana position and then holding. So this is how you learn balancing the techniques. And Pindasana. So in single asana, you can advance in all these kind of asanas. So now these all are funky poses. If you want to see, I'll just continue. It's another 1.5 minutes, or I can stop my talk. Shall I continue videos or shall I stop? Okay, so this is Parshva Bakasana, side crow. Once again I said, once you develop practice, then automatically your interest will develop and you will try to do more. Dil mange more. So you definitely want to learn new techniques and new postures in asanas. So this is called Ek Pad Kaundya Asana, flying splits. This is now flying lizard pose. This is flying grasshopper. Parshva Bhuja Dandasana. This is funky headstand, sorry. Baddha Hasta Shirshasana. Even headstand. This is a very lovely and liked by most of the people. Here the position of your hands and head is very important. That's why we call this as a tripod stand. You have to make an equilateral triangle between your 2 elbows and your hands to get proper balancing in the asana. Once you know how to get into the asana, then all these things are funky things. You can put your legs wide, you can put your leg down, one leg front, one leg down, whatever kind of asana you want to do. And this is a bit challenging. We call this as a Mukta Hasta Shirsasana. I recorded this video specially for our conference. So there is no shortcut. It takes time to build a better and stronger version of yourself. Thank you so much. I'm thankful to Jacob sir, Bipin sir and everyone for giving me this opportunity and to all the delegates for listening patiently. Thank you.
Any questions?
WHO recommends 150 to 300 minutes exercise a week, plus
Pardon?
twice. WHO.
First thing I understood. Second?
And it also recommends weekly twice muscle strengthening for major muscle groups. The question is, the time we spend on yoga, can it be considered in this 150 to 300 minutes exercise? That is one question. Second, in some of these asanas, you are doing very superb job. I feel that you are moving your joints in little more than their normal range of motions. Can it do any harm? In Patanjali's Yoga Shastra, I think this physical yoga is more of a preparatory stage to the mental yoga. Emphasizing more on this physical yoga Is it beneficial?
Okay. First of all, as you asked, WHO recommendation. I think many of fitness lover don't go towards the recommendation. That is only for fitness, to stay healthy, to stay fit. Definitely, 30-minute exercise, 150 minutes of weekly exercise is enough for us. But whatever we are doing out of the passion. And again, there are pros and cons of everything, like strength training, running. Even running a marathon is not recommended by WHO. This is what it is out of passion. 5 kilometer run a day is enough. So once you are into fitness, like I am doing running in morning, I am doing stretching like throughout the day because I don't get a different time for stretching. And whenever I get time, I do strength training also. So it all depends how fresh your body is, what you want to do. If you are fresh enough to do, if you are fresh enough to carry your workout, you can definitely carry your workout. But those who are doing nothing, WHO is recommending this exercise timing for those. At least try to do 10,000 steps daily. Try to incorporate different type of exercises so that your body will not get adapted to those exercises. This is what my understanding is. Other thing about the injuries and range of motion. Obviously, whenever you are doing asanas, these are all very fluent asanas. I definitely fell down. Definitely, I need multiple attempts while doing asana. So here comes the role of your strength, your focus, and your concentration. It's not always like I think that I am planning to do this asana and in first attempt I will be able to do. But yes, for to avoid injuries, I have to warm up my body first. I have to increase the blood supply in that muscle so that the range of motion will be increased, and then I'll always attempt these asanas in open place so that even if I fell down, I will not get injured and I will not stuck somewhere else. So that one thing. And what was your third question?
Mind and body yoga. Are concentrating.
Yeah. The Shivanand yoga that I told you the slide, Shivanand yoga, Vikram yoga, Yin yoga. So there are so many kind of yogas. So yoga is a harmony. You can go for mild yoga also and you can go for advanced yoga also. So mild yoga will not burn any calories, but definitely it is very good for your flexibility, for your strength. And cardio is like again, uh, along with yoga, you are building your cardiovascular fitness.
So, madam, my question is, how long will, how much time it will take
Yeah, there is nothing
so
to
that
laugh at. This is a very good question, and I always
to
say
get
that
a
age is just a
nice
number, sir. Just I told that I was never a sport person. I was never a runner. I had never played any kind of sport in my school days. So being a marathoner, being a yoga practitioner, everything is new for me. This I started my yoga practice in COVID. After lockdown, because of restrictive outdoor activities, I turned up towards the yoga. And the same way, traditional yoga used to make me bored, and I started searching for something different. And then, Arey, what is this? How this is done? I started searching on YouTube and Insta that what kind of posture is this and how to go into this posture. And this is how I learned. When you start taking interest into it, you will automatically learn the different techniques and props that I have shown in the figure, like yoga block, yoga wheel, chairs, even your wall, window railings. These will also help you to build up your stretching to increase your range of motion. So start it today. Definitely, it will take time. We don't know how long it will take, but I have seen many old people also who have started yoga late in their life and they are doing very well.
That's all the questions for the